Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. From Scotland. Get my fixtures. I never get this thing right. Hold on. So, hold on. He's falling over now. Hold on a second. Have another tropical crush today. Crush zero. In fact, I'll open that in a bit. Let me get the chat up first. First things first. It's a beautiful day. I'll show you out the window. Look at that. The sky is blue. So I'll be out again today. Oh my goodness, you want to see the amount of little plants that are starting to sprout that I planted? I'm feeling good on Earth Day, actually. It's Earth Day and I'm actually growing stuff from the earth. Aye. I don't know what plants that's growing because it's a pack of wildflowers, and I've got lavender, I've got poppies, and I've got other things, and I don't know what box what's in, and things are growing anyway. Things are actually starting to happen out in the bird box, the plant box. Golfer girl, good morning to you, golfer girl. Oh, if I could talk. I can never talk in the mornings. Don't know what's going on. Oh, listen, I meant to say to you yesterday about lovely our sweet she's just taking a little time just now. And she loves you all, and she wanted me to say she will be back, but she's just taking a wee bit of time to herself. She's got some things going on. But I told her we're all here anyway for whenever she wants to come back. I meant to tell you yesterday, but I've got so much on my mind right now. Good morning, random. And there's my beautiful sky. My lovely sky. Good morning. And in Malaysia, oh, that sounds wonderful. Good morning, sweet Jenny. The sun is out. Look at this. Look. Oh, blinding. Where's my sunglasses? Yes, her sweet she will be back, Sky. It's just she wants to take a wee bit of time. And do you know what? Sometimes you've got to, especially on YouTube. Me and my mum were talking incidentally this morning about YouTube and about trolls. Not just YouTube, about social media platforms. Wait a minute, take a wee drink. Oh, Jenny, you'll be able to get out in your garden or get outside even just for a walk about. We were talking about online things. My mum had been looking up anorexia. I've been telling her not to because as soon as you look things up like that, you feel bad. But she was saying that there's been an awful rise in the cases of like anorexia and eating disorders, and it's all kind of due to social media platforms and things like that. Oh, thank you, Lex. Thank you. And I hope you have a lovely sleep. I hope you drift off to a nice little sleep. And yes, I'm always here for you. Wherever you are in the world, I'll be here. So we were talking about what's going to happen with how my mum said, how can they not stop this? I says it's because people can go behind their computers and pretend whoever they are. So I've actually heard some people come on here and pretend to be an old lady. So they do. You know what I mean? So that people are hiding behind their keyboard. But I said to my mum, I've got a thicker skin now than what I did when I started. See, when I started, people, you've got a big nose, Bluebird. I'd be like, have I really? Is it that big? I know it kind of points upwards, but is it really like a huge nose that I've got? It is. How did I not notice that? Things like that. Oh, golfer girl, I know. There I'm showing you out my window. Your window's way more beautiful than mine. See, when I'm out there and I'm rocking in my chair though, I'm in Guam. I'm picturising it. I'm in Guam. But I done a little video for you. It'll be next Wednesday. It'll be on my channel. I set up my camera yesterday on my water features. So it's about half an hour long water feature. No talking, just sounds of Scotland. No, there was nobody screaming or shouting. I'd have left it in if they were, but there was nobody doing anything. It was quite okay yesterday. It was yesterday afternoon before usually everything kicks off in my street. And it does kick off occasionally. But do you know, see, I prefer this street to the other one. The other one was boring. At least here, you know, you do have the odd skirmish, we call it, or people falling out with their significant others. I remember one of my first flats. It was actually one we had bought. It was the very first house we bought, and it was a flat, but it had up and down stairs inside it. And we stayed there, and it was in a bit of a dive area, right? It was a bit of a dive area, but still, we owned our house, so we were like. And one day I drove home, and there was like a block of flats. There was 3 levels to it, and we were in the middle level, and the girl up above us was flinging her husband's stuff over the balcony, and saying, "Yeah, cheating, bleep." Go and get her then, throwing suitcases and stuff like that. His guitar flew over. It took me a long time to get out my car because I was pretending to be looking for stuff in the glove compartment. Oh, what am I looking for now? What's going on there? That's something happening there. But that was an awesome place. That was an awesome place to live. Things were always, the firemen, I seen the firemen almost every night, I swear. Maybe that's where my love of firemen began. People used to set fire to the bins, you see. People used to set fire to the blowing bins. And there was one night in particular, and I woke up with the smell of burning, and that's not good. I was like, something's burning, something's burning. And I went up the stairs and I opened my front door. And see, if I was to do that with my hand, I wouldn't be able to see my hand because it was so thick with smoke. And all I seen was this light. It was an angel dressed as a fireman. Coming out of the smoke. It was like some kind of hot movie, actually, when I think it now. Just a beam of light coming towards me, and it was a fireman. He says, "Go back to bed, Hen. It's just the bins that are on fire." Felt like saying, "Here, I'll chuck my ex-husband out. If you want to come in the bed, do you want to come in the bed? Do you want to heat up? I'll heat you up, fireman." that things like that happened all the time up there. But what they used to do is, well, some of the wee Neds used to do, is in the lantern there was like little windows, and they used to smash them. Some people used to take mad turns and smash all these windows. But because we owned the house and it was a flat, we had to pay money for the flats getting cleaned and anything like that. So we kept having to pay for these windies that were getting smashed in. I went out a few times and gave them into trouble. One time though, one of my neighbours chapped the door. This is yes, all true. One of the neighbours chapped the door and said, "There's a man with a ladder looking in your window." I kid you not. We were going, "Man, we're in the living room," and they said, "Not your living room window, your bedroom window, right?" And I'm thinking, peeping Tom, absolute peeping, and it was daytime. And when we went outside, sure enough, the ladder was still there, but they had obviously heard that people saying, "Hey, you get away from that windy," right? It was my daughter's bedroom, and she was only about 3 or 4 year old. It gets creepier. Somebody was, I nearly swore, I've got to watch what I'm saying. Somebody had a ladder up against my daughter's bedroom window. But the neighbours chased them, you see. The ladder man, I don't know if I'm thinking it's a man. It could have been a lady, but I'm thinking it's a man. It must have been a man. They said there was somebody looking. I don't think they elaborated. They just said there's somebody looking in your window with a ladder. I was going, what? We're in the living room. We'd see somebody like that, you know, peeking in. No, the bedroom. Now I'm thinking, it's all this beauty. They can't resist it, you see. Can't resist all of this. They're peeking in my window now. Not your window, your daughter's window. What? Then my back went up. Oh, that's this person. Let's get them. So that's the kind of place that we bought our first house. It's only went up from there, you see. So it's got better within time. So this is nothing to me, the stuff that happens round about here. The old house was amazing. The firemen used to be up every single night. There would be ambulances up almost every night. There would be all sorts of stuff. There'd be drug busts, there'd be canine dogs, there'd be all sorts going on there. But we used to just go out in the land, and I used to smoke at the time, so we just used to go out in the land and smoke and talk to the neighbours and stuff like that. But they were the kind of neighbours, go and ask your neighbour 2 doors down for a bowl of sugar, we've ran out. You know, and they would go, if you get sugar, my mum's ran out. And it was a kind of tight-knit community. The sky, maybe it was Santa Claus confused. I doubt it though, and it was broad daylight Santa. Wait till it's dark. I know. See the stuff. I mean, we were all up at the daughter's window. The whole street was out looking for this fella. Who was it that was peeking in? Someone's peeking in a child's window. What child? I'm going, my child. Let's get him. It was almost time to get the torches burning and get the pitchforks. Let's go out. Let's, but 30 handy. People like that. Let's go and find this madman that's looking in people's windows. Children's as well. Children's. But see, at first there I thought it was me. I thought, oh, here. All the fellas want a wee peek at this. that's what's going on there. My ex-husband, he wasn't jealous or nothing like that. He even if it was me they were peeking at, I don't think he would have bothered. I'd be like, oh, you're peeking at me then? Oh, a bit of shoulder. That was a lively place. That was definitely. And then here's this another. See, it was someplace. One day I'm sitting in the living room. Water just starts coming down the wall. Just water, peeling the paper was getting peeled off the wall. Just water down it. And I was like, the neighbours are flooding their house. The neighbours are flooding, right? Flooding the house. The neighbours went up and chapped the door. I said, have you got a flood? No. I said, I think you've got a flood. This is because it's pouring in my living room. Rafi girl, good morning to you. Hope you're doing good. I says, I think you've got a leak somewhere. Have you got a leak? No, we've not got a leak. I says, well, there's water pissing down. See there, and I'm going to need to check that box. There's water coming down my living room wall. It's not from us. I says, well, you're the one that's above us. I says, you must have a leak somewhere. Well, we got a new washing machine today, but I think it was plumbed right. I had to go back down the stairs and say to my husband, you need to go and talk to them. They don't believe me. Sherry, good morning to you. Oh, we just got a new washing machine, but we're not flooding nobody. The water's pouring down my ceiling, my walls like that. Oh, it was one of they kind of places. They eventually, he was a kicker for us, right? We bought that flat, wait for it, for 19,500. We bought that flat for 19,500. And we stayed in it quite a few years, and do you know how much it was worth by the time we moved out? 0. We couldn't sell it, and we were still paying the mortgage. And the reason we couldn't sell it was because they found a structural problem with the whole building. It was a flat roof, and the flat roof looked as if we had our own private swimming pool. So it did, because every time it rained, the water would just lie there. So things were rotting. The building was sinking into the mud, and it was becoming uneven and all that. This building was sinking, falling apart, which meant we couldn't sell it. Neither we did. But when they were bringing the building down, they said, right, we need to terminate this building. The council gave us £3,000 and another house to stay in for our 19,500. See, and you think it 19,500 is not much now, but see, back in the time, I was like, that's a big time mortgage. I was like, here, I'm living the high life here. We've got a mortgage. But, and our lives were insured. We're insured for that. And we thought, we're just about millionaires, really. I mean, we're living the high life right here in this block of flats. But that was true. I mean, we couldn't even sell it for 1 pence, the whole thing, and yet we were still paying a mortgage every month. It felt wrong. Like, how come we're paying for it still if it's not worth anything? Someone tell me that. It was the bank, you see. They didn't care if it was structural faulty or whatever, but that was what was happening with there. So here, there's a wee theme going around with me, right? My very first flat that I went into before I was married, when I was 19, that tower block got brought down. Right, they brought that tower block down. This next house that I bought, that got brought down also. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's just me. Is it just me that once I live in a property, they're like, oh no, now it needs to get floored. Bring in the bulldozers as soon as I move house. Bring the bulldozers in. She stayed here for a spell. Bulldoze that house. Fumigating's not going to cut it. We need to bring it down to the ashes. So I don't know what's going. And I'm going about the place. I'm going. That I used to stay there before they demolished that building. Sky, I know. See if I see bulldozers out there. I'm going to get away from the bungalow. Go. I know. At first I thought maybe it's just me. As soon as I live in a property, that's it. They've got to bring it down. No, there's no bleaching. Don't bleach that house. Bleach and paint's not going to work. We need to shell that place. That needs to get brought down. I know, thank God. This one that I'm telling you, I would chase. This is my wee dream place. This my wee bungalow. I've always wanted a bungalow, and as I said, it's wonderful for days that my back and my legs are really bad. Then the wheelchair can come in. I can scoot about in here like nobody's business. I can go all about the place, into the bathroom, into the kitchen, and out into my wee bit out the front and everything. So I want a walk-in shower, because just now I've got to go inside the bathtub to have a shower, and that just annoys me. And I've actually been down in that shower, completely sober. I mean, I'd slipped on hadn't stuck the mat down, probably slipped, and I remember the bruise I had. Oh, it landed right on top here, and I had an absolute stoter. Well, that's it. The next house, it was ghosts. It was a ghost that was in that house. Yeah, the ghosts. I don't know if they'd be happy if that place got knocked down. I was just fingers crossed, hoping that they wouldn't follow me here, and they've not, which is good. But that's a surprise for the people that moved into that house, isn't it? Kind of like the surprise we got when things started happening, going, this isn't right, is it? This is weird. Things moving about. You must have moved that cup. I didn't touch the cup. You must have. It moved itself. Weird stuff. Sky straight, and the thing was, Peter was at his dad's that weekend, and I could have killed myself in the shower. My son would have come home and it'd have been like a scene out of Psycho. You know how when the poor little girl's like, and she's lying in the shower and it's just her eye looking like that. It could have been me. That could have been me, only not as nice as that, but more like a whale, a bleached whale. It was a sore one. I remember, it was a really, really sore one that I got. Straight down I went. Oh, happy Earth Day. Yes, happy Earth Day, Angela. So, as I say, Earth Day, and I'm growing things. Things are growing outside my pots. I can't believe it. Because I've not got a good history with plants. I've really not. Every plant I've tried to mother. Angela, why did Google do that? I don't know why they done that. Angela, I didn't remove that comment. It says message deleted by Google. The Google moderator team. So I don't. All you said was Happy Earth Day, but obviously Google has thought that's inappropriate in some way. They do it to me all the time. Sky, I don't want to be found dead nude, that's for sure. Angela, I've been in chats and just said things like, hello, what a beautiful day it is today, and Google has just took a, I don't like her the day, and just done that to me. Message deleted. Message deleted by Google. I'm telling you, Google has lost its mind. We're not even allowed to say DAM. We're not allowed to say that. I like the people. See this here. The people next to me are all lovely people. Good morning, Goldust. Good morning. They're all really, really nice people here. We all kind of keep to ourselves, but I mean, we're all. I say good morning. I was talking to the man next door yesterday and stuff like that. We're all really nice. So it's a lovely wee area that I stay in. Goldust, that bag that the man was dragging about had dead trees in it. Trees. So, see, over the winter, the young team had been taking crazies and pulling trees out the ground and stuff like that. That's what that bag was for, because there was like a huge tree in the man's bag. But the bunny suit. So what was I saying? Google's crazy right now, because listen, they do it, and it's not just you, Angela, and I'm sorry it happened to you, but that's what Google's all about. There's words now that we're not allowed to say, or we get a cross at our name. Oh yeah, everybody in my street's wonderful, but the other place that I used to stay, the ghosty house, the people there thought that they were big wigs with the money, right? We were skint. I was skint all the time over there, absolutely skint. Good morning, Beth. And we had a small family. We were struggling to, I mean, it was a struggle. Life's a struggle. But they didn't struggle. They were hoity-toity, and we were looked down to scum, absolute scum of the earth that we've got living next door to us. We've got all of that. We had all of that over there. In fact, there was, spoke about this. There was one day in particular, and my mood had dropped. I actually had the doctor phoning me every single day, because I told him how bad my depression had got, and he was worried. So the doctor was phoning me every day because I was so bad. And Amanda had left the house at that time, and I was just feeling terrible. And I was out in the garden, and the neighbour at the time had said, see the dogs barking? My son wants to shoot them. Shoot the dogs. Well, that was me crying out in the garden, wasn't it? I was crying. That's the only thing I've got in my life is my dogs, and I've got people wanting to shoot my dogs. So then, that was it. I was worried in case they were going to put a bit of rat poison or something in a wee bit of sausage and fling it over the fence. So that was a bad day. I remember that. Beth, see, they always, but see, a lot of people said that the lady next door, she liked her Russian flavouring, but she used to kind of sneak it, because she would do it in her kitchen. She would always be looking out her kitchen and having a wee swig. But they made me feel terrible over there. And even when I went through the whole cancer thing, right, which was horrible, and I was just staying with Peter at the time, because me and the ex-husband, we were already divorced by this point. So they knew there was a cancer patient next door, and not even a chat. Is there anything you need at the shop while we go? See if you need anything, going to just let me know, phone us, or give the door a wee chat. Nothing, absolutely nothing. They were horrible. Horrible, horrible people. But see here, nobody thinks we're any better than anybody else. We're all in the same boat. And I prefer it anyway. A wee bit of liveliness, I like that. Did you, Rafi girl? Ah, yeah, the people around here are all wonderful. I really got on with them great. And as I say, see around here, nobody thinks they're better than anyone else. But see over the road there, terrible. And like that, they probably were up to their neck in debt and stuff like that. But they made out as if they were millionaires or something like that. Millionaires, they'd make out as if they were, and look down their nose at us. It was horrible. It was horrible. But yeah, I love it here. I fit in. Let's face it, I fit in. I fit in. The police, as soon as the police come, well, he's not. I'm like, as soon as the police come driving into the street, I'm like, oh, look at people. Here, right over at the blinds. Oh, there's a mark on my window. If the police go by, pick up a cloth, just go over to my window like that. Yeah, I like that. I like hearing people out and about drunk. I like it's normal. For I was brought up in Easter House, you see. I was brought up in Easter House, so this kind of thing's normal to me. This is the way normal people live. See the way I used to live over the road? That wasn't normal to me. That was weird. We grew up where it was in a close again in Easter House. No, none of the doors were locked. Everybody's it's your neighbour and just walk in. You know what I mean? So your doors were always open and people would always be, I'm going round the shop. Do you need anything? Right? Let us know. Do you want me to watch the wee man for an hour? Right? People were really, really nice to you. But see, when some people get a bit of cash, they start to feel as if they're the Kardashians or something like that. You know what I mean? Oh, I've got a bit of cash here, so I'm better than you, by the way. I'm way better than you. I've got a fitted kitchen. Have you got one? No, no. No, but I'm not an arsehole. You are. Then again, I've got to go into my YouTube settings now. Well, I love being nosy. I do like a bit of nosiness. As I say, the only time when I heard the fight up the back, that was quite recently. That was cool. There's a man standing like that. Come ahead, come on, and all that. And I'm thinking, oh, here. I was thinking, have I got a cup of coffee ready? Peter, put the kettle on. Put the kettle on, bring me the biscuits in. I don't care what time of night it is. I need to watch this. Yeah. So again, we think that, well, I think we never had a pot to piss in, they would say, in my old house. But see, when you see some other countries where, and I think to myself, what am I complaining about? What kind of person am I? Yeah, my doggy, that's my Poppy. There she is, look. She's her mummy's baby. Imagine somebody wanting to shoot my dogs in the other house. I tell you, see if they'd have shot my dogs, they would have been, I'd have been in Cortonvale prison. I'd have been in the prison right now. There'd have been no YouTube channel, nothing like that. I'd have been in the prison. Somebody shoot my dogs. But you know, imagine even saying that to somebody, and I was in the lowest mood in my life as well. I was like, crying my eyes out. I know, God, they're my babies. See, they never had a dog. They never had a dog, so they probably didn't understand that when you've got a dog or a cat or an animal that you love, they're like your babies. They're the babies of the house. Angela, see, neighbourhood watch is what it is. Yes, my doggies are always there at the window. My dogs like to greet anyone, rather loudly, though. Rather loudly, they like to greet folk. Especially high-vis jackets. See, that's it. See if I did have a policeman as a good friend or something. I don't know how he'd get in my house, because the Jack Russells would be round about his ankles, nipping at them. They hate high-vis jackets and stuff. So they do. Empty the postman. Well, I'm glad of that. Good girl about the postman. You know how I feel about the postman after the stalker that I had. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an enthusiastic doggy doorbell. And see her fur that goes everywhere just now because she's casting. So if you can see that, it's fur everywhere. It's called Jack Russell glitter. So I'll say to my son, look at all the Jack Russell glitter that's all about the place. My bed just now is full of Jack Russell glitter. I'm going to need to change it again. But I love them. this is it, Sky. It'd be the bunny suit, and it wouldn't be for picking up trash. You know what I mean? But imagine saying that to someone that you know is next door to you, that's been through cancer, that's child's just left the house, that's sitting out in her garden just going crying every 5 minutes. Imagine putting that icing on the cake. Do you know what? She's quite low, but I think I can make her a wee bit lower. I think I can make her just a bit lower. Let me try it. Let me try it. Shoot my who thinks of that anyway? But then as I say, my mind started working overtime thinking, they're the kind of folk that would put rat poison on a pork chop and throw it over the bloody fence. So anyway, I'm glad I'm out of that place. I'm in a lovely place now. As I say, all my neighbours are lovely. Very nice neighbours. We all kind of keep to ourselves, but if they ever needed me for anything, I'd be here. God knows what they would want me for, but I'm here if they do. See if they needed a run somewhere, you know, chat my door, I'll take his. Like if someone needed to go to the hospital or something like that, I'm good to go. I only drink on a Saturday, so any other day's fine. I can take his wherever he's want to go. Oh, pigeons are in the bath. Today I am going to be out in my garden, sitting rocking away. As I say, I've got my wee water features going. Oh, I love them. Just the sound of water. And then I close my eyes and I'm rocking away in my chair and I kid on and wear golf girls days. Palm trees and stuff like that. Coconut bikini, clank, clank. Angela, I'm telling you, I would be in Cortonvale, our prison, if something happened to the dogs. I would, because they're my babies. Don't be messing with my children, my babies. Hi, Francesca. Hello. I know, golfer girls, see, that's horrible. Who does that to wee dogs and cats and things like that? I love all. The only animal I don't like is wasps. We know that. I don't class them. They're pests. They're not animals. But every other animal, even wee beasties, I've got beastie houses out there for beasties to go in. They can, like, earwigs and woodlice and stuff like that can go and have a nice wee posh house out there, but not wasps. I'd need to phone the man out again. That'd be another 50 quid for 2 seconds in my garden. Oh, that'd be nice. If you do see me, give me a wave. You know, I'm approachable. I'm not like one of these people that are like, if you see me outside, don't talk to me. You know, come over and say hello. I know, Skip, but they didn't. As I say, in that other house, that's what they were like. They were like, oh, we've got a bit of cash. That means we're better than you. I don't care if you're a millionaire. Do you know what I mean? See, if you're an a-hole, you're an a-hole. I don't know if I can get away with that one with YouTube. Angela, see, I just thought it was just to upset me even more than what, because obviously I was sitting crying. I was at one of the lowest points in my life. And I was sitting going like that every 5 minutes, and I was sitting in my garden, I'm trying to think of the sun, going like that again. And then the doctor phones me, and I'm saying, I'm all right today, doctor. I'm not going to do anything stupid today, doctor. It's all right. Right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And then she hits me with that. After me saying to the doctor, I'm not going to do anything stupid today, doctor. See, that's it. Some people don't realise what other people are going. That's how I don't like being cheeky and like in shops or anything like that, because you never know. Yes. You never know what kind of day someone's been having or what's been going on in their family. And see if you've been nasty to them, that could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because I was the camel. I've been the camel. Yeah, see, that's it. See, Jenny, that's the good thing about where I stay. Everybody, we're all in the same kind of boat. We're all None of us are millionaires. I don't. Well, who knows? We might be millionaires, but we just act normal. It's just a kind of normal street. This you don't have them people looking down their nose at you or anything like that. I mean, even see that day that I got took away, I got took away in the ambulance. Right, it was embarrassing. It's a bit embarrassing that, but I've got problems, and I was out there and I'm in my wheelchair, and I've been violently sick because the pain was making me sick. It was that bad in my leg. I'd busted it up so bad. My neighbours, everybody's walking by me, and I'm sitting there going, like I've been sick into a wee bowl like that, and I think this is so embarrassing. It's just really embarrassing. So, but everybody's just like, that's just somebody been sick, been waiting in the ambulance. Just another day in the street. I'm not a millionaire. I wish I was a millionaire. We'd be going on a cruise. We'd be on. Yeah, well, that was a bad day for me. That was a bad day. But then they gave me the morphine, and then it was one of the best days. I was like, this is marvelous. I'm feeling fine. The leg feels good now. The legs feel they're going right. We're taking you to the hospital. We need to do X-rays and stuff like that. I'm gonna because I've got a lot of metal in there that could be, I don't know. The last time I got X-rayed, see the screws that are holding the metal rod in place. They were starting to unwind. So I don't know what's happening now. I'm not going back. So anyway, that was the day I was in the ambulance, and I was going, here, by the way, do you ever watch YouTube? To the ambulance guy. You should be watching, there's a channel called Scottish ASMR Blueberry. You need to get that on. That's where all the best people are at. Am I right, guys? That's where all the best people are at, is on that channel. Do you want me to write it down for you? You can tell your friends, tell your family, See, when the morphine wore off, I was like, I hope I never see that man again. I was thinking, I can't believe I've done that. See, if I heard somebody do that, I'd be going, would you make them doing that, bigging themselves up like that? And I was like, oh my God. Oh, yeah, Jenny, yeah. That sounds horrible. As I say, we were sandwiched in between two a-holes in the last house. I think there was only a couple of people in that whole street that I actually spoke to and got on with. And they had kids, my kids' age and stuff like that. So, but the rest of them were absolute a-holes. There was a family across for us, and Sophie was pally with her daughter, and they were great. My wee mate that just stays down the road there. I've not seen her since all this COVID started. She was fine. There was a couple that were okay, but. You know, you got they're looking down their nose at you. Kind of car is that they're driving now? I'm surprised it's not got rock wheels and a wooden frame. That car, just things like that. Really, do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to say a lot of swear words and make hand gestures. Do you know what? See, the day I moved out that house, I said to my daughters, I'm going to leave this place with my middle finger held high and shout some things. I didn't know I held it together. I really wanted to. In fact, wait, I'll tell you this, right? This happened. It wasn't long before I actually moved, but I was in Asda one day, right, and it was the man next door for the old place. It was the man next door. And I seen him, right, and usually when you see neighbours or someone in the shop, you go, hiya, how you doing? How's the family? Oh, that I'll not keep you any longer, but love to you and the family and everything like that, right? And you usually bang into them the next day, oh, it's you again, right? So here, I seen the man next door, and I'm not going to be rude to anybody. So I thought, well, I'm going to say hello, how are you, like that to him. He seen me, and he put his head like that. And he turned round to the cigarette counter and he had his shopping trolley like this, and he was like that. Now, with clocked eyes. And he was like that. And I thought, here, I'm going to make him really uncomfortable. And I walked up and tapped him and went, hiya. And he went, oh, I never seen you there. Oh, how you doing and that? I went, aye, pretty good. See you later. I done that because I thought, oh. Aye, saw me went like that. You know, don't talk to her. She's the scum of the earth. Poor Sky. Oh, I see some people I know. Some people are not very nice. I wish they would just have some love in their heart. I try to be nice to everybody. Even the trolls, even the special person that gives me my thumbs down. Before I'm even on here 20 seconds, I've got my wee thumbs down. And I thank them for that because YouTube, they like thumbs down as well. And anyway, if you're thumbs down me, you're watching me. So thank you very much. But here, do you know what? I'm going to get out anyway because look at the sun. I'm going to get my glasses on. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit out. I'm going to check my plants. That's what I'm going to do. I'm growing things. Oh, poor Jenny. Jenny, best thing to do is just try and ignore as much as possible. I know it's difficult, but... Oh, see, I love kids. I can't wait until my granny and I'm getting used as a climbing wall. Yeah, I know. See, my wee thumbs down person every day I get. And I don't mind it because I'm not everybody's cup of tea, nor would I ever think that in a million years. But they like to come on every day, that's dedication for you right there. Angela. Well, I'm away. Tomorrow is Friday. Happy Friday tomorrow. But happy Earth Day today. Go and water a plant or talk to a plant or do something nice like that. And I'll be back tomorrow to see you. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.